Neutralize the objective.
What is up, guys? Dark Rosie here today. I am bringing you a new series. While I'm doing this is called the Nuketown XP Series 1. And what this is going to be is whenever Nuketown XP comes up, it's going to be a series of gameplays I get. And if I get like 80 gameplays, I'm going to try and put every single gameplay up. I just want to have something to talk about and a ton of commentaries out. And it's going to give me a chance to put out a lot of content. It's going to give me a chance to put up a lot of topics. And it's give you guys a lot to hear and bring a lot more people to my channel. And this gameplay, actually, you're watching right now, I believe was a 26 and 23 and 7. I'm not sure it's the SMR Silence. It's got SMR Silence, Fast Mag, and something else. Yeah, Quick Draw. And I just happen to dominate this gameplay. But today I want to talk about something, or not today. This gameplay I want to talk about something. Is Tim Lambesis. You guys heard that? It's releasing of As I Dying. And as of lately, I've been questioning who I idol. And the reason I've been saying that is because he's currently in jail, and the reason is because he planned a murder by a hitman to kill his wife. And from what I've heard several different stories. It's based upon him and not getting to see his children, and her being upset with him on tour, and several other things I did not get to read into. But definitely the reason I wanted to bring this up to you guys is I want to bring up a few topics while I'm at it. Is one, do you think that this will affect the future band members? Do you think that there's going to be a future, singer, or maybe do you think there's going to be someone who takes influence from the, the deal? Or do you think whenever Tim Lambesis gets out of jail, or if he ends up, I guess, winning the court session, do you think that after this, the next album for As I Dying, or maybe another project, Ocean Death Machine or something like that, is going to be a project based upon this story? I mean, explaining all the shit that happened and explaining everything in detail. I personally think it could have a nice effect on a band, just because if you look at see some old metal band stuff, I mean, you tend to see a lot of stuff that's based upon their past, and I really love that stuff. It's just something that's really detailed and that brings in a lot of story into the albums. And that's just something creative, something you don't see in a lot of bands. Whenever you do see that, it's just something that's actually driven through themselves, and it's definitely awesome to see. But the reason I question who I idol is because I actually idoled this guy from about 14 all the way up to 18. I quit listening to them, and I love this guy to death, and I just suddenly dropped it as of this week, and I was kind of shocked to hear this. But once I heard this, I was kind of in shock, and I didn't know what to think of myself, and I kind of questioned myself and my actions I've made over the past. And I was wondering to myself, was he part of the reason I made some stupid decisions in the past? Was it the music, or was it the music that got me into Christianity at one point, which I don't really believe in religion? But is it your idol? Does it really influence the way you think? And the reason I'm asking you guys this is because once you idol somebody, you tend to take after some of the stuff they do. And I did that for a while with Tim Lambesis, and I just thought he was the most badass vocalist. I mean, for a while I would just listen to As I Dying and do vocals to their songs because I thought they were such an awesome band. It's kind of shocking to think about it now and to say, oh wow, why do I idol this guy? And I really don't want to think about it at points, but I really wanted to bring this up to you guys to really get your guys' response, because I've read a lot of stuff and it's kind of put my mind in shock. And I've actually seen a bunch of metal reviewers say, well, after this, As I Dying is probably going to split up. And if that's the case, I'm sorry, but it probably deserves to happen. I mean, I guess this is my opinion, because once something stupid happens to some bands decide to split apart for good, or they decide to bring in new members because of the effect it brought on other people. I guess since it was his wife this time, it probably wouldn't have any effect, but I watched the arraignment. Was definitely shocking. He looked a little upset, didn't really have much sympathy though in his face, and when I seen that, I was kind of questioning, wow, is this guy upset for what he did, or is he just, waiting for what's going to happen? And does he have a defense in this case? I want to see what happens. I'm really, really excited to see what happens, because I want to see what goes down with him, because since he's claiming to be a Christian guy, and after all the stuff he's done in the past, why did he do this, and why did he go through all this stuff just to, I guess, end up in jail? If you guys have not heard the full story, it's actually based upon him in his workout place, his gym or whatever, He'd asked a guy if he knew someone that can off his wife, and being a Christian, why would you ask that stuff? I mean, that's kind of stupid, don't you think? But once I heard that, I knew that, you know, wow, I'd idled someone that made a really friggin' dumb mistake. And I don't know what to think of myself now, and I just kind of want to think back on what has, you know, affected me. But before this gameplay ends, I want to bring this question to you guys. Do you guys think it'll affect the future albums? Do you guys think it'll affect future projects? Or do you think he'll get out early because he wins the case? I don't know what the case is, and I'm hoping he wins the case because I want to see if it actually affects the music he writes in the future. Because I have a feeling it'll strongly affect them because metal bands get influenced really easily. We'll see what happens, and if anything comes out of it, let's hope that a new album comes out of it. This gameplay is about to cut to an end, guys. I hope you enjoyed this nice score. I plan to bring you guys a lot tonight. As of that, I'm going to go ahead and cut this short. I love you guys. You guys are fucking awesome, and peace out.